What could be happening, huh? Daniela Lima? You're gonna say irrelevant, right? Who is Daniela Lima? She was jumping this high with Lula. And she made a real scene, but look, guys, seeing this little group, that tries to convince us, no, that Lula's popularity is great and all. They don't even try to hide it here. Look, they made Lula. What is the internet, right? They made Lula the host of Journal National. With Bonner's voice. Of course, activism. It's disgusting how they're trying to deceive people. They're not succeeding. I'll show everything here. The video is amazing, fantastic, spectacular. Keep sharing, it helps a lot. Hit that like button, smash the like button. Come be part of our family, here on the Paisophilios channel. Leftist. It's a leftist everywhere in the world. Everywhere in the world. Look at what this guy did. It was shared by Millet. Over in France, a French deputy who takes off his watch before an interview is criticized. This guy here, he's one of those champagne socialists in France. He says that we have to tax the rich, that the rich are the real problem in society, because as long as the rich aren't taxed, the poor stay in that situation, the same old nonsense from these phonies. Look here, French deputy Louis Boyard, who is part of the far-left party. It's the same party as Boulos, Erica Hilton, and Samia Bonfim. It's Boulos with a filtered image there. Let's put it that way. Boulos from France, right? He was caught taking off his watch before giving an interview, right? On his profile, he said he wasn't wearing a Rolex, but rather a Swiss Tissot watch, which is also really expensive. Sorry to disappoint you, I wasn't wearing a Rolex, but I'll show you here. The left, my friends, they can be hypocritical, not just here in Brazil, but all over the world. All over the world. Look at him here in the corner. You can see his little hand here. Look in the corner. The reporter was there doing the interview. Look what he does here. He goes there, takes off the Rolex, puts it in his pocket so he can have that argument. The rich have to be taxed. We have to tax these rich people. We have to tax them. What is this guy doing here, huh? And the camera managed to catch it. What's unusual about the left? That they are such parasites, but so that they can't even notice. They don't have the strength to realize how ridiculous they are with these attitudes. And things end up leaking, right? They end up leaking just like this other one here. Julia Luce, the ex-congresswoman from Brasilia, posted it, right? Lula's government keeps creating risks and obstacles for Brazilian agriculture. Marina, instead of helping, adds fruit species, fish, and trees to the list of invasive species. This will make it harder to grant production licenses. Guys, this woman here is making an issue out of mangoes. Mangoes. Tilapias. Tilapia. I think that's one of the most popular fish, right? It's delicious tilapia, right? What this left does, guys, what this left does, right? It's impressive how shameless all these people are. It's like this everywhere in the world. It never changes. It never changes, right? Daniela Lima is outraged about the environmental permit granted to Petrobras. You have a sea of possibilities, tons of oil, tons of oil. How are you not going to explore that? Guyana is right next door, isn't it? From the Brazilian territory. They're rapidly developing the country. But then these useless environmentalists come and say, you can't. Look at Daniela Lima here criticizing Lula. I'll just play the audio, okay? So we can listen here. I'll play it on my phone, just the audio. But really criticizing Inácio. Let's go.
Lula makes a huge contradiction right before the conference of the parties, right? He's going to host an event that's already facing a series of problems in the middle of the Amazon, in Pará, right? In Belém. So they can say, save our souls, right? Let's do it here. Let's save nature. Having weeks before, yeah, celebrated, right? This achievement by Petrobras, which has been investing for years, right? Petrobras' proposal to explore there spans both Bolsonaro and Lula's governments. So it's been ongoing for years. That being said, we need to take a closer look now, right? How will Minister Marina Silva handle this, Senate? She wasn't surprised. She'd been following the case closely. Second, consider how this affects the Northern Caucus, particularly in the federal Senate. Because it's not just Davi Alcolumbre. This is a topic, for example, that brings together Davi Alcolumbre and Randolphe Rodriguez. Because for the senators from the north, from the northern region, from Amazonas, Para, Amapá, for example, for them, it's an opportunity to inject money into the region. Money that could change the level, change the quality of life, the quality of jobs, for the people who live in the northern region. As I said, it's a complex political issue. It has a positive impact for the government within the group we have today in the National Congress, especially in the Senate. I'm talking especially about the parliamentarians who represent the northern region. For environmentalists, it was shooting themselves in the foot, right? For environmentalists, it was a shot to the heart of the organization and the discourse at Conference of the Parties.
And it's hard to see. Alcolumbre and Randolph Rodriguez wanting to take advantage of this, but the people, right, my friends, deserve it. We see. Where are those artists who always campaign saying, let's protect the forest, let's protect the Amazon? Where are they now? Because when it was Bolsonaro and there was talk, the possibility came up of President Bolsonaro exploring the mouth of the Amazon there, right? To see if there was oil or not. Then came, those celebrities save the Amazon, save the world. I think that's how it goes, right? The world saves, but it was that crowd, that bunch of freeloaders. They're all receiving money from state-owned companies like the Post Office, Banco do Brasil, Petrobras, and others. They're all supported by that. But there's always a but, right? There's always a but. When it's Inácio, you have to exploit it. We need Pretinho of oil. We need oil. We have to explore. You only doubt about how much. The doubt is about how much. If you slip up, you'll see the same artists who used to tell you to take care of the Amazon. Now they're going to take care of our oil. Oil is good. It moves our roads, our little cars. I'll put it like this. Play a song just like that. I wouldn't be surprised if they made a song called Save the Oil. Save oil. It saves the world. You know what I say to you here? A leaky fart doesn't count. A leaky fart doesn't count. This bunch, they're just a bunch. There aren't any Free Partido dos Trabalhadores supporters. Talk to me here, my friends. There aren't any Free Partido dos Trabalhadores supporters. Especially those guys right there. I have to give my opinion, even if I'm Inácio. You have to speak up, yes, but there won't even be time. They'll do those studies and all. President Bolsonaro will return next year. I have faith, I believe. These wrongdoers won't win forever. They won't. Of course, they have to double possession. It creates the impression they're winning over and over. Go, keep going, you'll make it. I want to see the United States not recognize an election here without Bolsonaro. What will they do? Then people will start to get irritated. Although inflation is very low according to Postman from Instituto Brasileiro de Geografia e Estatística, people can't even afford coffee. That's the reality. And then they put Bonner on, right? They put Boninacio, Bonacio, there you go. Put Bonacio on Journal National, then people will believe it. But we've got us here, but there's a bunch of us here that give these Bonacio guys a hard time, man.
Good evening. We're starting once again the Federal News, the official spokesperson.
Federal News.
Here, the truth is nothing more than a suggestion carefully shaped to fit the narrative that matters.
And that's the fact. They put Pelego there and Pelego over there to do what he does best, right? To go against the Brazilian people, acting like a Pelego. Can you imagine that? If our country had a truly honest press, it would be the best country in the world. And what's the point of them doing all that? Does it make a difference? Bolsonaro is so badass. People like him so much that even in the United States, this man is admired. They're already campaigning for Bolsonaro there for 2026. Look at this. This here is a road in the United States, huh? The United States. There, look at the big guy over there. Look, Bolsonaro, 2026, and Trump. People have a fondness for this man, right? I posted a video recently, right? Bolsonaro. Bolso Trump, right? 2026 and Trump here. Oh yeah, from Silvio Santos, right? President Bolsonaro, people are already campaigning for 2026 with the president. Yeah. President Bolsonaro was talking about Silvio Santos, right? Silvio Santos has charisma, and so does Bolsonaro. It's just that the only reason it isn't bigger, the only reason it doesn't go beyond all limits, it's because there's this activism going on 24 hours a day saying, Bolsonaro is this, Bolsonaro is that, but everyone knows the truth. Leave a message for President Bolsonaro. Maybe someone near him will see it. Let's post many messages. This man, he deserves everything good that we can do for him. All the best. To put up with this crowd, these slackers, the guy has to be forged from the toughest steel there is. Putting up with these slackers isn't for just anyone, and he really... Remove his headphones for him. The guy is truly amazing. Daniela Lima is crying. You can see things went badly. It's hard to fool their crew, huh? It's tough. Share this video widely on WhatsApp, Twitter, Facebook, and like it. Bolso Trump in 2026. Yes, come be part of our family. We'll return tomorrow with more news on the Pies Philos channel.